We are only 2 days away from Game 1 of the NBA Finals, and everybody's trying to break down the Dallas Mavericks. Who's the X factor? Who's the biggest problem on offense? Who's going to be their lockdown defender? And the answers vary from Kyrie to Tim Hardaway Jr. But in this video, we're going to break down the true X factor of the Dallas Mavericks in this matchup against the Boston Celtics, and that answer is Dereck Lively, the rookie, the player who Jason Kidd in the beginning of the season really didn't think would be our starting center, to the player who arguably is one of the main reasons why we're even seeing the NBA Finals. So in this video, we're going to break down the importance of Dereck Lively, look at the comparison between him and Tyson Chandler, and how we got here with that rookie. But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing you the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get started with this video, if you guys could just drop a like. On the last video, we got a couple hundred likes, but if we could get around 400 or 500 likes on today's video, that would be much appreciated. But like I said, this video is going to be all about Dereck Lively because I don't know if we would even see the finals without the young rookie. We all saw last season. Towards the end of the year, we traded for Kyrie Irving, trying to pair him up with Luka Doncic, and it really didn't work. And then some people would say we were tanking games to get a better draft pick. Others would argue it just happens. Players get hurt. You got to rest them. It is what it is. But regardless of how you want to look at how the Mavericks handled the later part of their season last year, it did get us in a really nice position where we did end up drafting Cason Wallace, and then making a trade to the Oklahoma City Thunder for Dereck Lively. In the beginning of the season, I want to say in the summertime, in Summer League, in the preseason, a lot of talk was going around of who was going to be our starting center. At the time, we had Richaun Holmes, we had Dwight Powell, of course, Maxi Kleber is no stranger to playing the center position, but a lot of people want to know if Dereck Lively was going to be our starting center. And Jason Kidd had a little bit of pushback in the beginning, saying, hey, he's a rookie, might have to spend time in the G League, might have to wait a little bit, get a little bit of minutes, but almost instantly, Dereck Lively's impact was felt. And of course, being a rookie, you're rough around the edges. Dereck Lively sometimes lingers in the paint for a little bit too long. Sometimes goaltending, and those are to be expected from a big, especially if you're a rookie. But game after game, day after day, month after month, from the beginning of the season till now, Dereck Lively has done nothing but just absorb knowledge to just become a better player. And he has been tested time and time again, and he has passed those tests. We've seen him turn into just a complete lob threat on offense, able to just dominate in the pick and roll with Luka or Kyrie Irving, whoever. Even Jaden Hardy likes to throw a lob to Dereck Lively every now and then, and he catches it and slams it down with authority. He's also able to just box out against a lot of other bigs and grab rebounds, also being able to grab a couple offensive rebounds when needed. We saw in the playoffs against the Oklahoma City Thunder, Chet Holmgren had no answer for Dereck Lively, as Dereck Lively just owned the paint. No one could approach the rookie down at the rim. We saw in the first round against the Clippers, Zubac was still able to do what Zubac does, but he was also having a tough time against Dereck Lively. But we saw in the third round against the Minnesota Timberwolves in game 1 and 2, Dereck Lively looked phenomenal, just abusing Rudy Gobert, the defensive player of the year, showing Karl Anthony Towns, yeah, you better stay on that perimeter because you don't want nothing what's going down here on the paint. And then in game 3, he goes down with a really bad head injury. Karl Anthony Towns kneed him in the back of the head, and he was out for the remainder of game 3. We were able to pull out the dub, but we did end up losing game 4 without the young rookie. But just like we knew he would, he bounced back in game 5 and he helped us secure the dub, leading us to the NBA Finals. Dereck Lively, time and time again, has just surpassed all expectations. He's improved time and time again, and that's and we got to give credit where credit is due, because Jason Kidd, however you may feel about Jason Kidd, I believe we need to give him his flowers, but Jason Kidd has trusted this rookie time and time again throughout the entire season to be our starting center over Maxi Kleber at times, over Dwight Powell, and then eventually we trade away Richaun Holmes, and even though we got Daniel Gafford, who is our starting center, we still see the huge impact that Dereck Lively has off the bench, where in reality it doesn't matter if he starts or if he comes off the bench. The results will still be the same, as Dereck Lively will give you problems. And we saw how out of all rookies in the NBA's history, in their playoff runs as a rookie, Dereck Lively has the second highest plus minus, only that behind Manu Ginobili. And we know how Manu Ginobili's career went, so maybe Dereck Lively will have a similar career of just being just an amazing player. A player who contributes to winning basketball, who makes the right plays, who makes life easier for Luka and Kyrie on offense as well as defense. But Dereck Lively is a player who's just mature beyond his years. And just recently, just the other day, there was a few quotes coming around from the media, including Dereck Lively, and just how he's approaching the game, how he feels about this team, and how this season's gone for him. And the first quote that we'll look at right here. Mavs rookie Dereck Lively on what he's learned from Tyson Chandler, saying being able to be mentally tough. I look at him and I see myself plus 20, 25 years. Chandler being able to guide me, it makes me that much more confident in who I am. Knowing that he has my back, he's confident in me. And I know we've all seen all those clips of Dereck Lively and Tyson Chandler in practice in the open gym. Those two have been working together very close all season, from just the pick and roll, boxing out, getting rebounds, to also shooting free throws. Tyson Chandler is imparting huge championship quality knowledge into Dereck Lively. And I think the best way to describe Dereck Lively is that he's a sponge, because he's absorbing this knowledge, he's applying it to the game, and the results do show that, because we're winning. And his plus minus, again, it's out of this world. Dereck Lively is improving right before our eyes. A lot of rookies, they need some time. They need a year or two to really get adjusted to the NBA, get adjusted to winning basketball. But we're seeing it in real time right in front of us that Dereck Lively is built for the big stage. Dereck Lively is built for these big moments, and he doesn't back down. I mean, like I said before, he went against Chet Holmgren, who was the runner-up for Rookie of the Year. Went up against Zubats with the Clippers. Went up against the Defensive Player of the Year and Rudy Gobert. And no matter how many times you knock down Dereck Lively, he's going to come right back up and give you a block right back. The fight in Dereck Lively just does not quit. But another quote that we're going to look at right here, Mavs rookie Dereck Lively II on Jason Kidd, saying he's been one of the best coaches I've ever had. He's put me in positions where he's expecting me to fail. And even if I fail, he's going to leave me in there to learn. Being able to have a coach like that who's going to make the players speak and then say what he thinks, it's an amazing process. There's been a lot of criticism on him, but I don't understand why. I feel like he's an amazing coach, an amazing person. And I gotta give it up to Dereck Lively, and I gotta give it up to Jason Kidd. I'll be one of the first to admit I was wrong. I called him Jason Mid just a few months ago. I was very critical of Jason Kidd, and I just want to chalk it up to I didn't understand the method to his madness, but I understand it now. A lot of what Jason Kidd has done throughout the entire season, including the postseason, it makes sense. You're trusting your team. You're not bailing them out with timeouts. You're not just trying to control everything going on. You're allowing the guys on the floor to learn from their mistakes, to make those adjustments, learn what's going on, and continue to win. I mean, Dereck Lively, like I said, he'll have a few goaltends, a few defensive, 3-5 seconds in the key where he's just lingering around the paint for too long. But when he makes those mistakes, Jason Kidd isn't quick to pull him out the game. He leaves him in there. Failure is your greatest teacher. And I know we've all seen that quote from Jason Kidd saying, we're not afraid to fail, or it's okay to fail. And a lot of us are like, what are you talking about? We're not trying to fail. But it makes sense when you look at it through the lens of just learning from your mistakes in real time, being able to make those adjustments so you become a better player afterwards. And it also feels good knowing that we did extend Jason Kidd, and someone like Dereck Lively, who I assume is going to be a Maverick for a long time, actually likes the coach, and the coach trusts him. We love to see it. But the quotes don't stop there, ladies and gentlemen. But before we continue with the quotes, let me break down some stats for you. Because Dereck Lively, ranking among rookies in the playoffs, his PER is first, 21.6. His offensive rating is the first, in 134.9. His defensive rating, third, 110.1. His effective field goal, first, 0.66%. First in his rebound percent, first and second in assists? Come on, assist percent? The first rookie to put up a PER of plus 20 in the playoffs since 2015 Clint Capella. Now, are we saying that Dereck Lively is the second coming in Clint Capella? I don't know. I'd argue that Dereck Lively might be better. Now, a lot of those advanced stats go right over my head. I'm not going to lie to you. But it shows you that Dereck Lively's impact isn't just a gimmick. It isn't just hype. It's the real deal. You can see it with your eyes, and the numbers don't lie either. And if we're going to make this run, we made the run to the finals, but if we're going to run away with the championship, just like we did in 2011, we're going to need a big man, just like 2011 with Tyson Chandler. And I do believe we have that in Dereck Lively. He's the Tyson Chandler 2.0. He's learning from the best in the gym, and he's emulating that on the court. Again, making things easier for Luka and Kyrie to do their thing. The pick and roll, the lob threats. Just whenever Luka gets trapped on the corner, he throws it to Dereck Lively, who's usually at the free throw line, who's also making the extra pass to whoever's available on the three-point line, which we saw that a lot against Minnesota. Dereck Lively isn't just your traditional big who just sits around the paint trying to get boards and dunks and lobs. No, Dereck Lively is active. He's a great passer, has great court vision. Of course, he has those rookie mistakes, which is to be expected, but in reality, that's kind of a good thing whenever he makes a mistake and you get a little frustrated because you expect more from him, because you know he's better than that. Those rookie mistakes just feel a little bit different because we're like, yo, you're Tyson Chandler 2.0. Do better, and he will do better. And I'm not trying to slander Dereck Lively because he's better than advertised, if we're being honest. If you're like me, you did not think that this was the type of player we were going to get, where just a year ago, Just last June, we're drafting we're trading for Dereck Lively on draft night. Fast forward a whole year later, and we're in the finals because of Dereck Lively. He wasn't the number one pick. He wasn't a world sensation coming out of France or coming out of whatever college. He was a guy who worked hard for everything that he got, who went through trials and tribulations, and is now contributing to a playoff team, to a championship team. And that is what I believe is the X factor in this matchup against the Boston Celtics. I mean, think about it. I mean, you got Kristaps Porzingis, you got Al Horford. Cool. I don't see anybody on that Celtics team who can actually meet Dereck Lively at the rim. I don't see anybody, even if you want to pull Dereck Lively to the perimeter. Dereck Lively has shown that he has improved as a perimeter defender, even as a big. Earlier in the season, whenever they'd make that switch and pull him out, I always worry because they'd blow right past him and score. But like I said, he's improving in real time right in front of us. And what I've seen is playoffs, sure, pull Dereck Lively out of the paint. If you do blow past him, the chase down block's right there. He's going to stop you. I'm not worried at all. If you want to put Dereck Lively on Kristaps Porzingis, cool. Space the floor out, go 5 out. That's fine. Dereck Lively's going to make life hell for you on that perimeter. Good luck. The blocks will come in as he towers over you at 7'1". And if they don't want to go 5 out, if you want to play Al Horford down low, Dereck Lively's no scrub. He just had to go up against Karl-Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert in the paint, as well as Chet Holmgren, Zubac. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Dereck Lively is a grown man. He's going to show it in the playoffs. Thursday, Game 1 is going to be electrifying. But make sure you subscribe because we're going to be doing a live watch-along for Game 1, and you don't want to miss it. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for making this far into the video. Make sure to check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. Consider becoming a channel member. We are doing another giveaway. Do some Dallas Mavericks merch. The winners will be announced next month. But until next time, y'all take care. And don't forget, drink water.